It's Rick and Sasha with George Wilborn. We're talking to Dr. Bernice A. King, the daughter of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. We've been talking about the administration. We've been talking about what's going on in Minneapolis and around the world with people protesting peacefully and some of our great leaders.
Dr. Bernice King, we see the protesters out there, but we still have a lot of people who want to participate and feeling a little cautious about being amongst other people with COVID. Can we talk about the online protests that you are having?
Yeah, in fact, it did not originate from me, so I won't take credit for it, but a friend of mine out of Silicon Valley called me one day and said, there's so many people that can't. That want to and just can't get out there. And what do you think about the King Center doing this online protest for, 7 days? So I immediately said, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And so we set it up, and it was an opportunity, also to provide a space where people can express some things that they can't be on the street expressing, but this is their platform to express the things that they would be expressing out of their mouth if they were in the street or if they had signs. So we wanted to provide that kind of platform, and also an opportunity for me to invite people on who have influence, notoriety. We've had Ben Stiller and Bone Crusher, Kevin Frazier, VP, Pastor John Gray, CEOs of corporations, Lamont Rucker, former NFL players, members of hiphop.com, Spike Lee's wife, Chelsea Clinton, Monique Coleman, and tonight, is going to be Wynton Marsalis, Will Downing, and a very important conversation, which is one of the things that we have aimed to do through this online protest, which is to really focus on solutions. My father was a solutionist. Yes, he raised his voice against things, but then he pointed us in a direction of how do we solve these issues so we don't get back here. And so the author of the legislation in honor of Eric Garner back in 2019, Representative Hakeem Jeffries, is going to come on and talk about that piece of legislation, which was the Eric Garner Excessive Use of Force Prevention Act that he introduced in 2019. And we need to get momentum on that because it bans that chokehold. We know that Minneapolis has already taken a lead in banning the chokehold in their city, and they're doing some other tremendous things that all of us need to be watching so that we can perhaps follow their lead and put the pressure on our local law enforcement to do the same things, our cities to do the same things with our local law enforcement. But we're going to have that conversation with him because we need everybody's help in bombarding Congress and Senate with getting this national legislation passed. Just log on to either Facebook for the King Center or YouTube, find the King Center, and it's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Now, you said your friend at Silicon Valley. That wouldn't happen to be Mark Zuckerberg, will it?
No. Mark ain't ready for this. He's got some things he's got to address and deal with.
Exactly. Dr. Bernice A. King, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you all.
Okay bye-bye.